Hey guys, it's me, Miss Emily. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy out there. So today we are going to review what a portrait is. So I want you guys to think way back in the beginning of the year when we did our portrait unit. Start thinking about the projects we did and what we learned. Now, as you're thinking back, you might remember that a portrait is a painting, drawing, photograph, or engraving of a person or animal, especially only showing their face, head, or shoulders. So if you look on the screen, here is a portrait of my dog Sadie. If you look closely at the pictures, you can see that it is a photograph, only focusing on her face and her shoulders. Now, for the activity today, I want you to draw a self-portrait of yourself or a portrait of someone else in your home. If you want to do a self-portrait, find an area in your home that has a mirror. Bring something to draw on and something to draw with. Use the mirror to help you focus on every feature of your face. Remember, only draw up until the shoulders and take your time while doing this. So today I chose to do a portrait of my dog Sadie, as you can see on the screen. So for the next part of our project, we will need to create a glue-like substance to make sure all of our nature materials stick to our portrait. For my portrait, I mixed together 1 spoonful of all-purpose flour and 3 spoonfuls of water. I mixed these two things together with a stick. Another option is using maple syrup or tape as your sticky material. Once you have drawn your self-portrait or portrait and have gotten your glue-like substance ready, I want you to go outside to gather some nature materials that you can use to add detail to your picture. I gathered some leaves, pine cones, evergreen needles, and some sticks. The materials you see on the screen are the materials I decided to use. So when doing my portrait, I used a stick to spread the glue-like substance on the paper to place the nature materials down. I first used twigs to make Sadie's whiskers noticeable. I then ripped the leaf in shapes that I thought would best represent Sadie's features. Now, if you guys have scissors, you can use scissors, or you could just rip the nature material. Whatever you have is fine. I only had to use 1 large leaf for Sadie's ears, eyes, and nose. Lastly, I used some sticks to outline her face. Okay, that's it for today, guys. I hope you had a lot of fun making your nature portraits. Make sure you guys go check out Miss G's videos on scratch art and how to make a fortune teller. They are awesome and so much fun. I miss you all. Make sure you stay safe and healthy. Have a good one, guys.